In today's video, we're going to talk about 3 short game issues we see on a regular basis, which is plaguing your ability to hit the golf ball first and move your low point ahead of the golf ball. So, issue number 1 we see with a lot of golfers who set up to the golf ball, the ball position gets too far forward, the stance gets too wide, the lower body drives forward, the upper body hangs back, so the chest gets behind the golf ball, causing the left shoulder to get too high, the right shoulder to get too low. Then through impact, when we set up in this position, we're going to create 2 things. My weight's already situated on my right foot, so as we come into impact, the left shoulder pretty much gets in a elevated position to start off with. The chest doesn't open up, and the club travels a little bit too much from the inside from there. And then from there, the left arm really works off the chest, so it's very hard to open up the chest, getting the hands to work around the left hip on the way through and keep on the loft on the club face. You'll see a release pattern where the club will work too much underneath, where the shaft gets too much underneath the right forearm, and then through impact you'll see an attempt to try and get the club back on to the desired target line, where the left arm will really work off the chest, will tilt the body weight back in order to try and get the club back out in front of us, and then the left arm will really disconnect from the chest. So our shoulders, instead of coming through relatively level, the right shoulder will drop, the club will get even more stuck coming into the impact position, and we'll experience shots where the club will hit the ground, the leading edge will rise up, and we don't have that around and left effect of the chest, so it's very hard to open up. The chest will stay relatively closed, and then through impact we'll really get the club face closing down, ball speed increases. So if you're this golfer, what when you think about is getting the shoulders and the hips relatively level at setup. So when we set up to this shot, we want to feel like the ball's more in the middle of the stance. We want to get both feet slightly flared, the left foot more flared than the right foot. That just enables us to move a little bit more around and left through impact. If the left foot's relatively square, we would call that pigeon-toed. The left knee has to work harder to move the left hip out of the way, and then we don't have enough time within a pitch shot to create that feeling. So our main objective is we're trying to hit the golf ball first. In order to do that, we have to get the ball further back in the stance, we have to get our weight left earlier, and we have to get the chest rotating through impact a little bit freer. So getting the ball more in the middle of the stance, getting the left foot and the left knee flared open at a 10 o'clock position of clock face. So there's a pivot point, there's a straight line between your left shoulder, your left knee, and your left foot. And then through impact, I'm not really getting the shoulders dropping too excessively. My left shoulder is going to be relatively level. The left shoulder is going to feel lower compared to the right shoulder. The right shoulder will feel higher, but in reality, shoulders are squarer. Perceptually, if you're somebody that gets the left shoulder too high, the right shoulder too low, the left shoulder is going to feel lower, the right shoulder is going to feel higher. And then through impact, that's going to preset the chest aiming a little bit more to the left. The club isn't rolling inside. Think about if you were steering a steering wheel, we're not overly rotating the forearms to the right, where that right elbow gets too low in the backswing compared to the left elbow. We're almost feeling like we're doing the opposite, where the right elbow feels slightly higher than the left elbow. That's going to get the club to hinge up slightly quicker in the backswing. We're going to hinge the club up nice and quickly, so the feeling on the way back is thumbs to the sky, hands in, club head will feel out. But then on the way through, we're just allowing both elbows to almost fold in. I'm trying to think about in the release, I'm allowing my chest to rotate, my left shoulder to work up and back, and then my elbows are just going to fold and melt into the side of my body. So chest rotates, I'm staying away from the ground. We see a lot of people who struggle with their short game. They swing to the top, they lose height, left shoulder drives towards the ground, and we lose our height coming into impact. So we get closer to the ground, and then the legs drive forward, upper body hangs back, and then that's when our low point always falls behind the golf ball. So if you're this golfer, I want you to set up to the golf ball, swing back, a gentle rotation of the chest, and on the way through, both elbows are going to almost reconnect with both sides of my ribcage. So my elbows aren't driving down the target line, my elbows are going to fold into both sides of my ribcage. I'm going to feel like I stay away from the ground. So getting that left shoulder to work up and back as the chest starts to extend up towards the sky. So left shoulder's not driving forwards, left shoulder's going to work up and back as my chest starts to extend towards the sky. I feel like I'm hitting a shot downhill in the backswing, then through impact, that left leg's going to start to straighten, the chest's going to start to extend towards the sky, and then the left shoulder is going to work up and back through impact. If you want more information regarding how to improve your short game, in person or remotely, I'm offering 30% off on the Skillist online coaching platform over the next 10 days till the end of May. If you're a first time user on the app, use the code 30% off at checkout, activate any package you want, and that discount is available for the next 10 days. Also, if you want to receive a free and initial swing analysis on the app, follow me on the app under Jamie Allen, upload a video of your swing and I will send you some feedback within 1 working day. Also, if you want more information regarding in-person lessons, which are all conducted at Glenbervie Golf Club in Scotland, please reach out and I'll send more information your way in no time. So really feeling elbows into the sides of the body, keeping that chest rotating and extending. I'm staying away from the ground. That is the feeling. So really staying away from the ground. That's my main objective here. So I'm not digging the leading edge, so my arc depth doesn't get too deep. But I'm always trying to hit the ball first and moving my low point after the golf ball. Any thoughts, any questions, let me know.